Today we are going to play the tenor sax solo from Glenn Frey's song, The One You Love, which was on his album No Fun Allowed. The tenor sax solo was performed by Ernie Watts. Ernie Watts was a great inspiration for me to get the sound. In fact, the sound of Ernie Watts on this song is a sound that is imitated by many other artists after him. On the one hand, the solo seems really simple because it only has 5 notes. But when you study the articulation and the nuances, you get a lot more from it. And so I think this is a great solo for a late beginner or an early intermediate player to learn because it'll help you with your sound and your articulation and your attention to detail on a relatively easy sax solo. There are lots of instructional videos on how to play the saxophone, and many of them include tips on how to make a good sound. But you know what? A lot of these tips come down to one category, and that is airflow. If your air flows through the horn easily, then you're going to get a better sound. So if you're trying to play contemporary solos like Ernie Watts, my first suggestion is to play loudly. The 5 notes that you need to know for this solo are all in the middle to upper register of the saxophone. So you're going to have the thumb down for every one of these notes. First, you need to know the E natural, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You need to know F sharp, 1, 2, 3, and 2. You need to know an A natural, which is just 1 and 2. A B natural, which is just 1, finger 1 on the left hand. And the open C sharp, open, no fingers except the thumb. The 3 big techniques are, number 1, vibrato. Now, vibrato can be done with the chest and the stomach muscles. The diaphragm, we call it diaphragm vibrato. And it's like this. Okay, it is literally a pulsation of the air with your diaphragm muscles. Some people will call it a laugh or exercising your laughing muscles. The second technique you need to learn is a scoop. He uses the scoop on this song on the high C sharp, and the scoop is accomplished by starting the note a little bit slack with your embouchure and then letting it go up into pitch. So start the note out of tune and then lip it up into tune. The third technique you need for this song is the fall. The fall is exactly the opposite of the scoop because you start it in tune and then you move your jaw down to allow the note to go down in pitch. In this case, you're going to fall from F sharp to E. So you play the F sharp in tune, move your jaw down, and then play the E. And I tongue both notes. Again, if this is difficult for you, start by practicing bending the pitch with your jaw. I decided not to use any of the original artist recording in this video because of my fear that the owner of the copyright will strike down my video if I do. So we are going to be playing along to a simple track that I made with drums, bass, and guitar, and there's no keyboard. The sheet music is provided on the screen, and you can look at my description of the video to purchase the sheet music. 1, 2, 3, 4, Ready? Go. At the end of this song, Ernie Watts takes an improvised solo, and then it starts the fade out very quickly thereafter. We're going to go ahead and play the section with the solo and the fade out. Now, on the sheet music, I want to point out that there's these little markings where the note has a little, right, a half a circle on top of it, and that is normally interpreted as a quick scoop. Okay, so when you see those markings, just do a. Let me play that first little nugget for you. Ba 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 da da da. Okay. In fact, he might even be not attacking the second scoop, but just doing it with his embouchure like this. That's what you need to know about the ending section of the song. Let's go ahead and try playing it now. 2, 3, 4. Ready? Go. So we didn't fade out, but that's the solo at the end. All right, I hope you had some fun with this song like I did, and I hope this inspires you to play with some more feeling, some more vibrato, and the articulations that we studied today. See you next time.